Hello, I am Martha Watts. Welcome to my Full Sail Journey podcast. This episode, I will be sharing my journey along the art of visual storytelling. Before this course, my definition of visual was pretty much limited to just the five senses. I usually associated writing with ensuring that I am able to create images in the minds of my reader using just the five senses. Although I may have utilized other senses because it's just a natural thing to do, I was not very cognizant of what I was doing. And so in this course, when I encountered other senses, it was really eye-opening. So now when I write, I will be more conscious about including aspects relating to balance, to movement, to pain, time, to the ability to tell where one is even without paying attention, and just being able to do all of these things in a way that is conscious. So while it is true that my writing may have included these aspects, they were not deliberate. And so when I write in the future, I will be intentional as far as including aspects, sensory aspects into my writing, whether it has to do with sound and all of the other things that I learned. And I'm pretty confident that my writing will improve because of that particular aspect. Another area of my course that I really embraced is my encounter with the crazy, bizarre tongue. I think it transported me outside of my usual setting. Usually when I write stories, I think of settings that are familiar. I think of settings that I can connect to in my own experiences. But for that activity, I had to write in response to someone else's setting. And what it did for me was to encourage me to remove myself from the setting and just come with that kind of newness, that kind of virgin, if I must say, thought, and just approach it from a totally new position. And I really embraced that opportunity. Another area of this class that meant a lot to me was it gave me the freedom to explore probably just new genre, of course, because I've always focused on just children's fiction or poetry when I wrote. But now I had the opportunity to take a look at horror, take a look at romance and drama and all of the others that I would not normally pay attention to. And so what it has done, it has actually gotten my mindset about writing. It has broadened my horizon as far as writing is concerned. Which assignment would I say was the most enjoyable or most fun? I would say it was the one where we had to write. It was the Song of My People. Although my main character is a familiar one, she is a woman that my grandma told me stories about growing up, and other community people always spoke of her. And so what I was able to do with her was to present her in a new setting. So I knew of her as a woman who messed with when I say messed with, she's a woman who would take people or just snatch. She was like a snatcher in my community growing up. And the only thing is she never harmed them. She just, evaded everyone, and people just had to spend hours looking for their loved ones. And so what I did with her, I modernized her. I was able to bring her into that bar and had her on a different mission. So although she was still the person who was expected to do something like, eluding someone or evading, she did it in a different way. So I was able to take her and make her into something that people didn't expect of my writing a lot more. One of the nuances of writing that's new to me is script writing. As a children's fiction writer myself, one of my dreams and hopes is that my children's fiction, will one day become an adaptation, will be adapted into film. And just being able to sit and just look and notice how different it is to write for screen has really given me that opportunity to even be more conscious about this area of writing. Is one that I am very excited about, and I am looking forward to being able to develop characters, to develop scripts, and to make them adaptable. So thank you for your listen, and until next time, I am your host, Martha Watts. Bye-bye.